The Real Jazz Johnson here with Japanese boxing journalist Daisuke Segura. Daisuke, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thanks. We saw some tremendous matches today. Talk about the main event and what you saw out of Keith Thurman against Barrios.
Yes. Keith Thurman obviously won the decision, and to be honest, he looked so much better than I thought. I actually picked Keith Thurman by decision, and I was right. But I thought it could have been. I thought it would be very close fight, and in the end, Keith Thurman used his experience and the speed, and he will win the decision. But as you see, the fight was lopsided. I was honestly impressed.
And what did you see out of Barrios in his loss in his first fight at welterweight?
Well, I was a little disappointed because he didn't go for body. Everyone knew that Keith has a problem in his body, and I think 8th round, Barrios actually hurt Keith Thurman by using body shot, right. And for some reason Barrios didn't repeat. I think honestly, if Barrios went for his body, the fight could have been better. It could have been a close fight. That's what I thought.
What do you see out of Keith Thurman next? There's been, rumors about him having to do another title eliminator, possibly facing Crawford, who's a free agent, possibly facing the winner, Spence Ugas. What do you think is the best matchup for Keith Thurman next?
The best matchup is Terance Crawford. I think Spence is probably fighting Ugas. I don't know. It's not official, but it should be very close. And Terance Crawford doesn't have a dance partner yet, and he's free agent. And the fight shouldn't be that difficult to make. And Keith Thurman just fought. So maybe in summer, Crawford Thurman would be great. But this being boxing, best fight doesn't always happen, and I'm not very optimistic. But as a fight fan, as a boxing fan, I wish Crawford Thurman would be happen.
And what did you see out of Leo Santa Cruz in the rematch? In the co-main event, coming off of his second loss to Gervonta Davis 15 months ago.
Yeah, he was very busy, and he looked a little more powerful. He was obviously knocked out by Gervonta Davis, his last fight. Well, today, honestly, he looks so much better than compared to the last fight. Obviously, you can really, that opponent is different, and also style makes fight, and you can compare the last fight and this fight. But he was very busy, and most of all, he was very popular. He has a bunch of Mexican fans in the stand, and I was impressed by that too. Mm-hmm.
Obviously, having a good fan base will get you back in the ring sooner. Let's talk about a fight that has been indefinitely postponed that you have a lot of expertise in, the upcoming Triple G fight.
Oh, yes. Triple G was supposed to fight Murata in Japan. That should have been one of the biggest, probably the biggest fight in Japanese boxing history. And the fight was actually officially announced at the end of last year. But the fight was cancelled postponed because of the COVID. The Japan is now closed. If I want to go back to Japan, I'm a Japanese, and if I want to go back to Japan, I need to be quarantined. That's why the fight didn't happen. but they are still trying to make the fight, and Murata wants to the fight. Murata wants a fight, and the Golovkin also wants a fight, and they already have a money. Everyone wants a fight, but Japan is close. That's a problem. But it's still possible. Maybe April or May or June. Well, just let's hope for the best. I'd like to watch the fight.
Finally, a quick look at the heavyweight division. Fury versus White has a date. Usyk Joshua 2 doesn't have a date yet, but it should hopefully be made. What do you see happening in those two fights?
Well, first of all, Fury and White, it's a big fight in UK. Yeah, one of the biggest fight in UK boxing history. But honestly, I think Tyson Fury, I'm very high on Tyson Fury. He's tall, he's big, he has a skill, he has a footwork, and last three fights, Fury beat Deontay Wilder. I mean, first one was a draw, but I thought Fury won the fight. Yeah, I'm very high on Tyson Fury, and I don't see much chance for White. I forgot his name. I'm sorry, White. Yeah, but still, the atmosphere is going to be great in UK. That's probably the stadium fight. I don't even know 80,000 people probably in the stand, and in the end, I think Fury is going to probably win the fight. But still, it's an important fight in the heavyweight division.
And do you think Anthony Joshua will regain his title if he does get if the rematch does happen between him and Usyk?
Yeah, as I said, I'm very high on Tyson Fury, but I'm also very, very high on Alexander Usyk. He already unified the cruiserweight division, and he moved up the heavyweight division, and he beat Anthony Joshua convincingly. In the heavyweight, probably Tyson Fury is better than Usyk, but still, it's gonna be the rematch. It's gonna be very hard for Joshua to beat Usyk. First of all, style makes fight, and that's very difficult style matchup for Joshua. Well, let's see what kind of adjustment Anthony Joshua will make. And he's gonna have a new trainer. I don't know who it is, but he's gonna try to do something new. It's hard for me to see actually the Joshua revenge, but still, I'm interested in the rematch. What kind of fight, but in the end, I won't be surprised if actually Usyk stops. Usyk will stop Joshua. I think Usyk is clearly better fighter.
Okay, thanks a lot for your time. Glad to see you here at Mandalay Bay, Michelob Ultra Arena. We will see you at the next big fight. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm Daisuke Sugiura, a.k.a. Steve Aoki. Thank you very much.